Hello, my fearless ones. Welcome back. So, the title of the video is 5 ways that I became debt free. What are the things that I do or did and still do? Some of them, just to keep my debt down and to continue to invest and save into my retirement portfolio, right? Um, because I'm self-employed, I want to make sure that, I have enough in my investment portfolio to provide my needs and things that I need to do on my day-to-day basis, right? So, the first thing I did, and mind you, I started this years ago, you guys. It is a man named Dave Ramsey. Now, let's be clear, I don't believe in everything that he preached, but I do take what applied to me and use it. Just like with these videos, every video don't apply to everyone, but if this resonate with you, take notes and do what you need to do to become debt free, because usually finances cause a lot of stress on us in our relationships. Okay, so the first thing I did, and he said, is if you don't have $1,000 emergency fund in the bank, then you should do that fast. So let's just say you have a couple of $100 or you have zero. What are some of the things that I would do or I did do to fund that $1,000? Now, I know this is holiday season. That's the reason why I'm doing this video, because I don't want my subscribers to overindulge in shopping and buy things that you really don't need, that's going to cause a financial strain or take away from your emergency fund, right? I know that I have ton of business credit. I have a ton of personal credit, you guys. I have, I have investments and like, but I started here. This is where I started. This is the list that I started to get to where I am today. Okay. First thing, emergency fund. Okay. So, how do you fund your emergency fund during the holidays? You only buy what's necessary. Just because it's on sale and you don't need it, don't buy it. Like, how many big screen TVs or flat screen TVs do one need, right? That's one. Two, I would take a look at your cable bill. That's one of the things that I cut back. I remember my cable bill got up to $238 per month, you guys, and that included internet. So I had to make a conscious decision. Did I want to continue to give AT&T $238, or do I want AT&T to give me $238 per month by buying stock and investing and receiving dividends from them every month? Okay, different video, but I'm definitely going to go into stocks and what stocks I invest in. Like, just if you're new to this channel, I want you to go ahead and subscribe, because I have a lot of great content. I talk about business credit, personal credit, business funding, personal financing, just general financing all together. So I'm going to do some videos on what I invest in and different things that's in my portfolio. Okay, so instead of me giving AT&T $238, how about they give me $238 a month, right? So I totally chopped down my internet. I totally chopped down my cable, and my children, were graduating, going into college, so I no longer needed TV, because I'm not a TV person, because I'm running a business, right? So I only have internet, and I pay about $50, 49ish per month once I got rid of the cable. So I freed up, almost $200 of my money there. So if you do not need the TV, cut it, right? Let's go into subscriptions like Hoodoo, Zeus Network, things like that. Cut them out. You don't need them. We're trying to be financially free and debt free, right? You don't want bill collectors calling you. You don't want all your check going out to miscellaneous stuff and have no savings whatsoever, okay? So now that you've looked at your budget and chopped some things, contact your car insurance company. Find out if you can take some discounts, raise your deductible on your car insurance, to free up some extra money. Sometimes they'll go in and negotiate. I just recently called into my insurance company, and he was able to save me $157 over the phone. So do that. Try to negotiate your car insurance. And if you have a car note, try to refi with a credit union. And you know my credit unions below the video. Check the end of the video. I actually will have a video on PenFed and Navy Fed. They credit unions that have plenty of funding can get you those lower APRs because they're heavily funded, right? So if you go to a commercial bank, they're charging you 13-14% interest on every dollar. Is causing your car note to be very high. So if you can lower your car note, do that as well. And with Navy Fed, they did not vet me. I had no docs, so it was a no doc refi, which is now pretty much paid off. But yes, at the time, what's the next step? So now that we have looked at our debt, we looked at our budget, and we lowered our monthly budget, what do you do with that freed up money, right? Well, now you're going to take that extra money and fund your emergency fund of $1,000. I don't care how many credit cards you have. I'm talking about having liquid $1,000 into your bank account for emergencies, so you don't have to use your credit. Okay? So once you get the $1,000 emergency fund, you're good to go. Your next step is to look at your debt. What do? You look at your debt, because a lot of people don't even realize how much debt they have. They just pay the minimum balance on their credit cards, and the rest of their freed up money, they go and maybe overspend. They don't bargain shop. They don't clip coupons. They don't shop discounts. You guys, when it comes to, I wear a lot of name brand clothes. I will admit, I have tons of clothes, and the majority of them have tags on them. So I do a lot of shopping. I like nice designer bags, but I shop off season. I shop sales. I don't shop retail price. I don't buy anything when it's first released, because I think it's ridiculous, because you're paying for that new release. So again, the goal is to become debt free, financially free, and that these are the steps that you would need to take in order to reach that goal. Don't be a hyper consumer, just buying things that you don't need. Okay. The next, once you find out how much debt you have, and you're gonna list it from smallest to largest. So get a budget book, get a notebook, make it designated budget book, and you're gonna list all of your debt. So now you're at the point where you're not charging anything on your credit cards but the zero interest credit cards. Okay. Okay, I just lost my light. Yes, I just lost my light. Okay, let's lower that. Oh my goodness. So you're going to list your debt from smallest to largest. And what you're going to do is you're going to pay off your smallest debt, right? You're going to pay it off. That's what the freed up money from the insurance, from the cable, you're going to start knocking off the smallest to largest. Your largest being your big items like your car, some people's student loans, and your home if you have one. So you're just going to take it smallest to largest. How do you find money? Side hustles. Start selling some of the things that have some value that you no longer use. I was cleaning out my closet, and I actually found these some big shoes, some Jordans from my son, you guys. So he never wore these shoes, never. And so I listed them. Never wore them. because his foot, I guess I bought two pair of Jordans the same size, and he grew out of these, never wore them. I threw them in the top of my closet, and I was cleaning it out, and I ran across the shoes, and I was like, well, let me list these shoes, and I'm going to show you the website that I list on so you can list. And if you use my referral link below the video, you will get $20,000. I mean, excuse me, 20,000. You will get $20 once you sell your first $100 worth of items. And here is another item that I found. He never wore it, gave it to me. I was cleaning out his closet and he gave it to me. And this person actually has retired from the NFL. And like I said, I wore it one time. And so again, I was cleaning out my closet recently. And when I went to Google, because this is considered a collectible now, when I went and Googled, an autograph version of this jersey is worth $800. So I'm going to list it on eBay because eBay actually give that protection, and I'm going to list it for about $500 since this gentleman no longer play in the NFL. And yeah, he actually have a Green Bay, and that's New England, that I need to go and find as well. So go around your house and look around to see if you can find some jewels around your house to sell, books, toys. If you're one of those people that buy high-end shoes for your babies that they grew out of, sell those little baby Jordans on eBay and get the money and put it towards your debt, because again, we're trying to be debt free. And so I lost my paper. Okay, so let's just keep going. So that's number 2, right? So we're cleaning out our closets, we're getting rid of things that have dust on them, we're throwing it towards our debt, right? So what do you do to bring down your cost every month? This is not permanent, you guys. That's the reason why I'm able to travel, and I have a lot of, I'm able to do a lot of things now because I did like no one else years ago. So now I can live like no one else now. So I'm free. I work for myself, and I'm able to travel because I put my money in the right places over time, and I'm yielding the reward from it. Okay. So I don't want you to think that you have to keep doing this. No, you need to get debt free, because debt freedom means that you can take all your extra money and put it in investments, and you can live off of the dividends. Okay. Okay. So I apologize if this video is long. If you don't like long videos, go to another one. But I'm talking to the people that really need this information, right? So next, I would find some side hustles. So if you don't mind door dashing, and you don't mind putting the mileage on your car, put the mileage on your car. DoorDash, rideshare, Uber Eats, Uber, whatever. The next option would be if you are more of an introvert and you like to be at home. You don't mind talking to customers on the phone. You can do customer service work. You guys, I was able to pay off a lot of debt, servicing for a rise, because you can make your $1,000 emergency fund within the first pay period or two, if you just pick up a lot of hours. So I'm going to always suggest a rise. I know a lot of people don't like the company. We're not trying to lay and stay with the company. We're not getting homestead. We just need that extra money to pay off debt. Okay. So the name of the game is debt. How can I hustle up enough money to throw towards my debt, right? And Dave Ramsey used to use the phrase, go on a Roman noodle diet, beans and rice, rice and beans. So some of your meals are going to have to be on a budget, okay? So you're going to have to say, okay, we can eat out and eat, really good, maybe once or twice a week. And I say we, I mean you and your spouse, you and your family. If you're single, it's easier because you don't have to convince nobody. Today we are having beans and rice and a piece of chicken or 2 pieces of chicken, and this is all. Tonight we're going to have peanut butter and jelly for dinner, like, because it's just you and you, right? So you don't have to worry about trying to convince a whole family that, hey, we're trying to get out of debt here and we need to watch our spending. So we can only eat pizza one time a week and we're going to do it with some coupons. Okay. So the name of the game is side hustles and to find some extra income besides your 9 to 5. Whatever your income is now, you need to find something to add on to that so you can pay off, you accelerate in paying off your debt. What do you do with that side hustle money? Throw it all at that. I've literally taken a whole Arise check and threw it towards my debt to now I have absolutely no debt, you guys. I'm debt free. Um, so yeah, what's the next step? Uh, Clip coupons. Um, Dave Ramsey believed in a cash system, but the book was written about 20 years ago. I think it was written in like the 90s, 2000. A lot of people don't like to carry cash, but what you do is you sit down with your spouse and you agree not to use the credit cards. That's why I freeze my credit cards. Um, I have a whole lot of cards. This is literally some of my cards. Okay, here's my shell card. I mentioned in my last video. So a lot of these cards I don't carry. This is not my wallet. I do not carry these. These stay put. And the only ones that carry a balance are the business ones. My personal cards, I only carry a balance if it's 0% interest, okay? So you want to cut your costs. Clip coupons. You can print coupons on coupon.com. If you have a printer and it's just for your everyday things, deodorant, different things like that, whatever you use, I did that as well. I shop online and you can download like a coupon app or rewards app that will give you back a percentage of your purchase, and you can redeem it with maybe a Walmart gift card. I do that all the time, you guys. Even today, I still, when I'm shopping online, I always use apps so I can get reward points back, and I just print out the gift card and I may go and use it for just everyday things, right? Okay, so now once you have a side hustle or side business, I have a lot of things under the video. We have flexjobs.com. If you're an introvert and you don't want to talk on the phone, but you're good at the computer, you want to do some data entry work. It's a lot of ways to make money from the comfort of your home outside of your, day job or your day-to-day job. So you just stay focused. Usually that step right there, step 3, you stay there for a very long time because you're trying to pay off debt. Okay. Dave Ramsey would use the comment or the phrase, get rid of everything, get rid of so many items that your kids think they're next. Like, if you're not using it, sell it. Try to sell it, list it on eBay. I wouldn't deal with Amazon. The seller accounts, get froze. It's just too much drama over there with Amazon. eBay is still a good platform to sell new used items on. Um, so yeah, that's some of the steps that I would take. I hope that equated to 5. Um, yeah. I hope this video was useful. Again, if you're new to my channel, I want you to go ahead and subscribe, where I talk all things finances and money. Turn on your notifications, share this video. I hope that it was useful to you, because those are some of the things that I did to become debt free. Now, if you have a spouse and you have a spouse that's maybe, as Dave Ramsey say, they're more free spirit. They like to go out. They like to party. They like to, splurge. And you just have to sit down with them and tell them, this is what I want to do. And hopefully you guys get on one accord. I am happily single, so I don't have to discuss my finances with anyone. So that makes it a little bit easier, like I said, to cut back when I feel like I need to cut back, because now I have freed up money to invest. And that's how you build wealth. That's how everyday people become the millionaire next door. They cut their expenses, cut their debt, and use all of their extra money to invest into the stock market, and stock market being ETFs, futures, index funds that yield interest, and compound interest will pay for your day-to-day living when you retire. Don't rely on your job to make you comfortable in your latter years. It's your responsibility to ensure that your finances are in order. So until next time, you guys, I want you to stay fearless, and I'll see you on the next video. Don't forget to like this video. Bye.